Hi, welcome to Sunil Maths tutorial, Abstract Algebra, Group Theory, class number 49. In this class, we prove a theorem. The statement of the theorem is H is a normal subgroup of G. The set G by H of all cosets of H in G with respect to coset multiplication is a group. In the previous class, we learned a definition which is known as quotient group or factor group. The set of all cosets of a normal subgroup forms a group with respect to coset multiplication. That group is known as factor group or quotient group. We prove the definition as a theorem. So H is a normal subgroup of G. The set G by H of all cosets of H in G with respect to coset multiplication is a group. Let us prove this statement. G be a group, H be a normal subgroup of G. Take an element A belongs to G and H is normal subgroup of G. So because H is normal subgroup of G, AH is equals to HA. It is very clear. We will learn a result. If H is a normal subgroup of G, then each left coset is a right coset. Each left coset is a right coset. So AH is equals to HA. It means the set of all left cosets coincides with the right coset in case of normal subgroup. Now take any two elements A, B belongs to G. It is very obviously AB belongs to G. So by using closure axiom, AB also an element of G. Now observe that we have three elements A, B and AB are elements of the group G. Corresponding to these three elements A, B and HAB, A, B and AB, there exists three cosets. According to A, HA, according to B, HB, according to AB, HAB are right cosets of H in G. According to these three elements, there exist three cosets HA, HB, HAB are right cosets of H in G. And the coset multiplication, we know that coset multiplication is defined as follows. HA into HB is equals to HAB. HA into HB is equals to HAB. And define G by H be the set of all cosets of H in G. Define G by H be the set of all cosets of H in G. Set of all cosets of H in G. We have to prove that G by H is a group. We have to prove that G by H is a group. G by H is a group with respect to coset multiplication. With respect to coset multiplication. With respect to coset multiplication. Yes, we prove one by one. Closure axiom, associative axiom, identity, existence of identity, and existence of inverse. The first one is closure axiom. It is very trivial. By coset multiplication is itself by coset multiplication closure axiom is satisfied. So for A, B belongs to G implies AB belongs to G, which implies HA, HB, HAB belongs to G by H. They are cosets, so belongs to H. And by definition of cosets of multiplication, HA into HB is equals to HAB, which belongs to G by H. Therefore, HA into HB belongs to G by H. HA into HB belongs to G by H. For all HA, HB belongs to G by H. For every two cosets, the product of cosets is again a coset. So HA, HB belongs to G by H implies HA into HB also belongs to G by H. Therefore, G by H satisfies closure axiom G by H satisfies closure axiom with respect to coset multiplication. With respect to coset multiplication. You observe that. Actually, this is very clearly the definition of coset multiplication. The definition of coset multiplication. So, trivial case. Let us go for next axiom, which is known as associative axiom. Which is known as associative axiom. Second axiom, associative axiom. Associative axiom. Let us take any three cosets from G by H. Let us take HA, HB, HC belongs to G by H, where A, B, C belongs to the group capital G. The group capital G. Now consider HA into HB of HC. It can be written as by the product HAB into HC. It can be written as HAB into C. It can be written as HA into BC. You observe that. Since A, B, C are elements of the group G. A, B, C are elements of group G. Because G is a group, it satisfies the associative axiom. Therefore, AB into C is equals to A into BC. AB into C is equals to A into BC. We apply here. Let us apply the product of cosets HA into HBC, which is equals to HA into HB into HC. Now observe that. Now you observe that HA into HB of HC is equals to HA of HB into HC for all HA, HB, HC belongs to G by H. Therefore, we conclude that G by H satisfies associative axiom. G by H satisfies associative axiom. G by H satisfies associative axiom with respect to coset multiplication. With respect to coset multiplication. Observe that. Observe the procedure. Yes, what is the third axiom? Existence of identity. What is the third axiom? Existence of identity. Third one. Existence of identity. To prove this, let us take an element HA belongs to G by H. To prove this existence of identity, take an element HA belongs to G by H. Let us take HA belongs to G by H, where small a belongs to capital G. Right? Since small a belongs to capital G implies as A inverse also belongs to capital G. A inverse also belongs to capital G by inverse axiom in capital G, which implies as if A inverse belongs to G, then HA inverse belongs to G by H. Sorry, A inverse belongs to capital G. A inverse belongs to capital G such that A inverse belongs to capital G such that A into A inverse is equals to E. A into A inverse is equals to E, where E is identity in G, where E is identity in capital G. By using this term, HE is equals to H. We know that HE is equals to H. So right, now calculate HA into HE. By the multiplication of cosets, it can be written as HAE. which is equals to HA, because A into E is equals to A. So HA into HE, therefore HA into HE is equals to HA. What it means? HE is identity. HE is identity element in G by H. HE is identity element in G by H. Therefore, very clear, this HE belongs to G by H. Therefore, identity element exists. Identity element exists in G by H. And that identity element is HE is equals to H. H is itself identity. H is itself identity. Again, you observe that existence of identity. Take an element HA belongs to G by H, where A belongs to G. Since A belongs to G, then A inverse also belongs to G, such that A into A inverse is equals to E, where E is identity element in G. We know that very basic property, HE is equals to H. It is very clear, HE is a right coset generated by E, which belongs to G by H. Now calculate this one. HA into HE is equals to HAE is equals to HE. This is the required one. This condition shows us HE is identity element in G by H. Therefore, identity element exists in G by H, and it is HE is equals to H. And fourth axiom, existence of inverse. Fourth axiom, existence of inverse. Existence of inverse. Again, same process. Take an element HA belongs to capital G. Take an element HA belongs to capital G. It is very clear where A belongs to capital G. Where A belongs to capital G. And A implies as A inverse also belongs to G, such that A into A inverse is equals to E. A into A inverse is equals to E. Right. A inverse belongs to G implies as A inverse belongs to G implies as HA inverse belongs to G by H. HA inverse belongs to G by H. HA inverse belongs to G by H, such that let us multiply these two cosets. HA into HA inverse is equals to HA inverse is equals to HE, which is identity element. Which is identity element. Therefore, excuse me. Therefore, for every HA belongs to G by H has inverse element HA inverse in G by H. In G by H. It means every element of G by H is invertible. You observe that from this axiom we prove that all the four axioms of the group, it satisfies the closure axiom, I mean G by H. G by H satisfies the closure axiom, associative axiom, existence of identity, existence of inverse. Therefore, we conclude that G by H is a group. G by H is a group with respect to coset multiplication. With respect to coset multiplication. Observe that. Further, there is some additional information according to this theorem. This completes the proof. Hence proved. Further, there is some additional points to this theorem. There is some additional information. You observe that. Take a note. Suppose capital G is a abelian group. Suppose capital G is abelian group. What it means? If G is abelian, then AB is equals to BA for all A comma B belongs to capital G. Then the quotient group. What is mean by quotient group? G by H. Then the quotient group G by H is also abelian. In the previous theorem, we proved that G by H is a group only. G by H is a group only. In case of G is abelian, in case of G is abelian property, abelian group, then the quotient group G by H is also abelian. You observe that for A comma B belong, for HA comma HB belongs to G by H, A comma B belongs to G, and the group G is abelian, implies as AB is equals to BA. Now write the product. HA into HB is equals to HAB. What is AB? BA. HBA. What is HBA? HB into HA. You observe that now. HA into HB is equals to HB into HA. HA into HB is equals to HB into HA. For all HA comma HB belongs to G by H. Therefore, G by H is abelian. Therefore, G by H is abelian group. G by H is abelian group only if G is abelian group. Only if G is abelian group. This is the proof of this note point also. So, G is an abelian group. Then the quotient group G by H is also abelian. This is the proof of that one. Observe that.